So now today we are going to talk about the characteristics of a catalyst. Before that, definitely each and everyone is knowing about the catalyst, but still again a small repetition of it, that the substances which increases or which alters the speed of the chemical reaction without being consumed in the reaction are said to be catalyst. And today we are going to see some of the characteristics of a catalyst. Number one, we have to talk about the chemical composition and the mass of the catalyst. So here when we talk about this chemical composition and mass of the catalyst, that time we say that both of them remains unchanged. For example, manganese, it is having the molecular weight as Mn2. It is having the weight as 86.9. But by the end of the reaction, we are observing that there is no change in the chemical composition of manganese dioxide, and there is no change in the mass of it also. So the chemical composition remains as it is, MnO2, and the mass of it remains as it is, that is 86.9. But there may be some physical changes here. For example, if the manganese dioxide is dark black in color, that time it may be converted into faint black color. Number second, if it is in the granular form like sugar, that time it may turn into fine powder. So that is only the change that may happen, which is of no importance. The importance is that there is no change in the chemical composition and the mass of the catalyst by the end of the reaction. Then the second point that we have to talk here is regarding the quantity of it. How much quantity of the catalyst is required to accelerate the speed of the chemical reaction? And here we say that a small quantity of catalyst is sufficient to produce unlimited reaction, or even after adding a small quantity of a catalyst, the rate of reaction may be increased, or there will be acceleration, or the reaction will be in a very speedy way. So only a small quantity of it is more than enough to catalyze the reaction. Number third, now here we are talking about what is the catalytic action. And here we say that when we talk about the catalyst action, that catalyst action should be a specific one. For example, iron Fe is required or acts as the catalyst in the formation of ammonia. So here we say that the catalyst is specific in this reaction. But instead of Fe, iron, if you take platinum, that time there will be no alteration in the speed of the reaction. And therefore we say that a catalyst action is specific. That means a given chemical reaction, for a given chemical reaction, a particular catalyst is only required, as we have seen in the example of how iron is specific in the formation of ammonia. So that is the meaning of that particular term. Then the fourth point that we are observing here, and the third point is that whether if you take a finely divided powder, or when you take a lump of that catalyst, which will be more suitable. And here we say that a finely divided form or a powdered form of a catalyst is more effective to alter the speed of a chemical reaction. And therefore, in short, we say that a catalyst in finely divided form is more effective, and the activity of the catalyst depends upon the surface area. Thus, finely divided nickel is better catalyst than lumps of solid nickel. And finally, the last point, that whether the catalyst have any effect on the final position of the equilibrium. Now, when we say equilibrium here in a chemical reaction, definitely we remember the reversible reaction A plus B that gives C plus D. Now again C plus D, again they give back A plus B. So that is the reversible reaction. And here a particular time comes where no more reactants or no more products are formed. Such state we call it as the equilibrium state, where no more reactant or no more product are formed. So here when you talk about the catalyst here, the catalyst does not change the final position of the equilibrium, or it does not alter the final position of the equilibrium. So in this way, these are the few characteristics of the catalyst. Number one, regarding the chemical composition and mass, how it remains unchanged. Number second, how a small quantity of a catalyst is sufficient to accelerate the speed of the chemical reaction. How the catalyst action is specific. How the catalyst which is in the powdered form is more effective as compared to the lump amount. And number fourth, how the catalyst does not alter the final position of the equilibrium. So today we will stop here only, and the remaining part we will try to continue later.